Michelle. I'm the marketing manager and resident party planner for Stanley, and we are here at Woodinville Whiskey Company. I am here with my very good friend Brett Carlisle, who is one of the founders of this fine establishment, and we are going to talk a bit about how he got here, talk a bit about the booze that he makes, and then we are going to end it by making a Stanley favorite called the Maple Leaf with Woodinville Bourbon Whiskey and their bourbon barreled maple syrup. So, Brett.
Yes, Michelle.
We've been friends a long time.
We have. Way before Woodinville Whiskey.
Way before
Yes.
when we worked for Fishing and Hunting News.
That was back in the day.
Yeah. Oh my God. Anyways, I think that this is a great story. Is how did you and Orlin, who is the other owner and founder of this fine establishment, how did you guys come up with this? How and where? Because I heard this story and I really like it.
You know, there's a couple stories out there. Which version do you want to hear?
I want to hear the truest and funniest version.
Well, basically, we've always loved whiskey. In college, it was always that shelf at the very bottom that you reached for because you had about $5 in your pocket. So it started back in the day in college, our appreciation for whiskey. We drank the bottom shelf stuff. And over the years after college, we decided that, we can, graduate up to the shelves that are more eye level, and really grew an appreciation for whiskey. And we always came back to loving bourbon whiskey. And I think one night we were highly intoxicated and decided that we could make whiskey better than what we were buying at the store, even though we had no clue how to make whiskey.
So, how did you get it all together then?
It was just kind of a hope and a prayer, and we decided that that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to start a business together, and to do that, we needed somebody that was a lot smarter than us, that could teach us. So we actually hired, his name was Dave Pickerell. He was the master distiller at Maker's Mark for 14 years.
Ooh.
And we were able to convince him to come out here from Kentucky and teach us how to make whiskey. So he was literally there the first day we started production, teaching us every step of the way on how to make a good bourbon whiskey.
So you kind of have a Kentucky bourbon in Washington. Kind of or no?
Most bourbon's made in Kentucky, but I kind of would put my bourbon up against Kentucky's finest. I think Washington is a little untapped resource for real good whiskey.
Well, I actually really, I didn't like whiskey at all, like not at all. And I remember when he started this joint, he's like, you got to come out. I'm gonna change your mind about that. And
now you drink whiskey. Yes, so we get that all the time. People come in and say, I don't like whiskey, or I don't drink hard alcohol.
Yeah.
After they try it, they walk out with a bottle.
It is quite delicious.
Thank you. Thank you.
So when did you start this place?
2010, so we've been in operation about 7 years now.
And you have moved once, right?
Yes. This is our, we've been here for about 3.5 years in the current location.
Nice. And so how many different kinds of whiskey do you guys make? So
the two main whiskeys we make are a bourbon whiskey, we make a rye whiskey. So those are the majority of our production. We do a couple one-offs. We do make an American whiskey, which is a little bit lighter in flavor than the bourbon or the rye whiskey. Happens to be my buddy Kenny's favorite whiskey. So I think that's why we keep making it, just for Kenny.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes you got to keep that stuff for your friends.
That's right. Yeah, you got to keep the friends happy.
I swear that's why you make the vodka, too.
I know you love our vodka as well.
To keep me happy.
Yes.
Because I really like it. It makes a really good John Daly. And for those of you who don't know what John Daly's are, it's vodka with an Arnold Palmer, so lemonade, iced tea. Anyways, the other thing that I really think is cool about you guys is that right back behind here, you guys can't see it, they have a giant silo full of...
Oh, so our spent mash. So
story, it's good.
Basically, we take the grains and we cook them and ferment them and turn the sugars into alcohol and distill them. But what's left is fats and proteins in the grain. So we pump that in the back and recycle it. We actually haul it to farms in Monroe every day. And we feed beef cows and dairy cows. So there's really no waste in the process.
That's awesome. And these, and it's cool because they're not like tipsy cows or anything like that.
Well, they could get a little tipsy. I mean, we remove most of the alcohol, but in California they say happy cows make the best cheese. Well, in Washington, drunk cows make the best milk and the best beef.
Yeah, right? And then it makes it easier to do the cow tipping.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. That was awesome. Well, I think we are going to get started on making our maple leaf. We actually have a fun little cocktail recipe book that I'm going to make this drink from, and it involves 2 parts bourbon, a half a part of maple syrup, and a half a part of lemon juice. I'm going to make a little bit more because Brett and I are going to enjoy this.
We're going to indulge.
We're going to indulge, so we're going to do this. We have a Stanley cocktail shaker set to make it in, make it real easy. First off, we need to start by putting some ice in here. Get it nice and cold. And this cap acts as a jigger, so we're going to put 2 parts here. I'm going to fill the whole thing up.
You can go a little heavy if you want.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I will.
There you go.
So that's 2. So I need 4, so we're making 2 drinks.
Now, is this jigger 1 ounce?
It's 2 ounces.
It's a 2 ounce jigger. Okay.
Yeah, but this is 2 parts, so I mean, I'm just
asking questions.
Okay.
Why you gotta yell?
I know, I'm so sorry. So we add 4 parts in there, so we're gonna do 2 parts of this delicious maple syrup. I'm gonna tell you, my husband totally puts this on his pancakes and just, man, he just goes to town. It's actually really quite something. And I'm going to just do all 4 halves of the lemons in here. Just juice them right in here. So it's sort of like a whiskey sour, but we just substituted the simple syrup with the maple syrup. But it does taste a lot different. I think it has a nice, it's a different flavor. It's pretty delicious. All right. Close this sucker up. Cap on, and I can do this one-handed.
Shake.
It's getting cold. Okay. It's nice. And so we're gonna pour this in here. If I can get it out. Awesome. We got some Woodinville Whiskey Maple Leaf. Cheers, dude.
Cheers. Oh, that's amazing.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
That's ridiculous. Yeah.
So I think you guys should try it. Thanks for stopping by. Cheers.
Cheers.